Hi, my name is Ray. I'm coming to you to let you know that if you're having a problem with a rear rim, and if it's not going either way, like this one right here, this came off an 80cc bike. As you can see, it's locking up. This was be freewheel. As you can see, I took off the tube and the tire, and I already put it on this new rim. As you can see, that's how it should work, freewheel. Okay, so but what I have to do now on the 80cc bike, I have to take off the hub itself, which contains 9 screws or 9 bolts, and I have to put it on this rim. Excuse me, I'm a little sore. I'm back to work after almost 2 years being in a serious accident, tree accident. But as you can see, you just put the hub right on here, and you put the 9 bolts, and pretty much you'll be good to go. What I'm doing right now is I believe this it takes 10 millimeter. I have to take these bolts off and just transfer it. Just gotta transfer everything and put it on the new rim. It's pretty easy to do, self-explanatory pretty much. John, come over here and walk over here with it so they can get an idea of what to do. Sometimes it requires a wrench in a socket or 2 wrenches, but I prefer to use my hand because I got a long finger, so that helps out tremendously. So on to the second one right now. You got 2 washers and a bolt. There was a little tough that one was, but I was able to get it with my finger. Like I said, I haven't done anything in 2 years because I sustained injuries from a tree accident back in August, and I haven't been able to work on bikes, do nothing, because I was cutting a tree down with my twin brother, and the tree landed on my neck, so it broke 2 ribs, broke my shoulder blade, and I had carpal tunnel and cubicle tunnel surgery because I have nerve damage, and I gotta have neck and spine surgery in 3 months, and then I gotta have shoulder surgery because where I broke my shoulder blade, my shoulder healed, but I had a lot of tissue build up over my shoulder, and that prevented me from lifting my arm. So I just feel great doing this. Pretty much close to 2 years doing this, doing anything. Just to be back on my feet after doing construction for 34 years. I was told by my neurosurgeon that I could no longer do construction anymore, and that's what I love doing, and that's what I enjoy doing. But I built my first bike when I was 9 years old, so I'm back doing what I love doing, what I first started doing, taking bikes apart, fixing bikes.
Did you get that?
And I knock it off. Right now I'm pretty much gonna show you how to do a hub. I mean, I've never done it before, just by looking at it, I mean, to me, I can look at something and I know how something goes. I mean, it's common sense pretty much. You might get some bolts that are hard to come off because the nuts, it can be corroded, rusted on there. Got 2 more out of 9 to do. Just gonna show you. That's my 80cc Diamondback bike that was converted into a motorized bike. I just put the derailleur on yesterday. That took me 10 minutes to do. Never did a derailleur in my life, but like I said, if you look at something, you pretty much know how things go. And the only way you can learn is by attempting it. It's like mechanic work. I never wanted to be a mechanic, but having my first car, and I started taking the mechanics 1995, and I've been doing mechanic work since until I got hurt. But I enjoy doing it, even though I have greasy fingers. But I guess that's what Dawn's for. As you can see, this is the hub that's I gotta take off. I've never done this before, ever in my life. But it seems self-explanatory, pretty much. Put this on the front, put this on the back. You have to make sure you put a little slot in there, a little slice to get this off. That's the only way you're gonna get it. But there you have it. As you can see, I got the hub up. I took the hub off.
Now it's just
And now I'm going to put it on this new rim I got, and I'm hoping I do it right because I never did this before ever in my life. But we'll see. Once you get one lined up, it should be smooth sailing pretty much. Curious to see myself, see how it comes out, but as long as it comes out. You already have one right there. I got one lined up. As long as that you get one, it should line up automatically. You put a regular washer, then lock washer, and then you tighten it down with the nut. There's probably another way you can actually do this a lot faster, but I'm just showing you doing it without having the hub on anything. Like I said, as long as you get one lined up, everything else should fall in place. So I got one lined up, and now I'm going on into another one. Line this up. There's two. Once I have this, I'm gonna keep going around, do the other 7, and should be good to go. I'm looking to see how this comes out myself. I used to change spokes. Like I said, I used to I built my first bike at 9 years old, and been doing bikes for a while, and then I stayed away from it because I got into construction. So I remember replacing the spokes on rims, and it wasn't hard to do, but as you can see, I already did 2 of them, and they're already all lined up. You can see holes right through all of them, so it's smooth sailing from here. And I'll have my new rim. I'm putting the spokes. But it's good to do it directly across. Do one bottom, one top, one left, one right, vertical, horizontal, diameter. You know, because what that does is pretty much levels out everything, and it makes everything straight the way it should be. I love making videos. Figure I'll start doing this more because I've been out of work, like I said, basically 2 years, and I need all the subscribers I can get, because as long as my advice and my information helps somebody out there, I appreciate it. At least you could subscribe, like, leave a comment, and appreciate what I've shown you today. And it would probably be a lot easier if I did this with another wrench, but I figure if my fingers are long enough, I can do it. So there's three down. Now since I did this over here on the left, you want to go to the right and you do this to the right, you'll make everything a lot easier. Everything should be lined up as it is, and this will help you tremendously. There we go. I have my stepson, John, recording this because it's the only way I can record it, especially doing it. If I'm showing this. So as you can see, there's 4 I already did. I got another 5 to do. But like I said, I never did this before, but I was willing to learn, and hopefully this will help somebody on doing it themselves. And I used to, well, I still do plumbing. I do carpentry, masonry, electrical. I do roofing, but I've been staying away from roofs. My fiance don't want me to do no roofs because I can't do construction anymore. And being on a roof, I don't feel like falling, because it's not about me anymore. It's about my fiance and the boys who needs me. I haven't been able to marry the mother 3 times because I had kidney surgery. That's another thing I've been going through for the last 4 years. And I just had my 3rd kidney surgery. But we had to postpone the wedding 3 times because I had kidney surgery, then a tree accident, and then kidney surgery. Then I just had another kidney surgery, so it's definitely been challenging, but I've been getting by one day at a time, pretty much. But I never did this before, but by looking at something, it just seems common sense to know how you do things. And you won't know unless you actually try it, because there's trial and error in everything. And that's the way you learn doing things yourself. So I'm almost done here. I got another 3 to do. And that's pretty much just putting the hub from your bike to another rim, from one rim to another rim. Not sure how long this takes with anybody else, but first time doing it, I think I did all right. Like I said, I love working on working on vehicles, being a mechanic, working on bikes. Especially I can do it now, because last 2 years I wasn't able to lift my left arm. I wasn't even able to move it. I wasn't able to do push-ups. I used to do 50 to 75 push-ups a clip without stopping. Now, since my injury, I can only do 1 push-up, and to me, that's sad. And I only can work out with 1 pound weights with my bad arm, because that's how dead my arm was. But it'll take time, like everything else in life. It takes time, and eventually I'll get there. It's been a long road, but I'm getting there with the support, love and support from my amazing fiance and my family and friends. And let's not forget about God himself, because he's helped out tremendously during this whole ordeal with me. has 2 surgeries. I'm just nervous because my cancer's near my liver, and I'm just hoping they got it this time. I feel optimistic and confident that they actually did. So I believe I'd be alright. But like I said, I'm gonna continue to do more videos. I could take a bike apart. You can give me scrap parts from a bike. I can build a bike. Quickness. No problem, because it's something I love doing. I've done it since I was 9. And plus it's self-explanatory. So I had no problems with the bolts going on. And as you can see, there's a new hub on the new rim I just put on. And it should be back in business. I just gotta tighten these down, and that's about it. Thank you for watching. If you like my video, please subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you next time. God bless.